Day 28, Part 1. 3 classes left. Finally, Manuel decides to visit Kay. Manuel traveled to Miami by plane. At the airport, Kay waits for Manuel. 3 classes left. Finally, Manuel decides to visit Kay. Manuel traveled to Miami by plane. At the airport, Kay waits for Manuel. Part 2A, present. Finally, Manuel decides to visit Kay. Does Manuel decide to visit Kay? Yes. Manuel decides to visit Kay. Who decides to visit Kay? Manuel. Manuel decides to visit Kay. Does Manuel decide to visit Jorge? No. Manuel doesn't decide to visit Jorge. Manuel decides to visit Kay. What does Manuel decide to do? To visit Kay. Manuel decides to visit Kay. Does he decide to talk to Kay? No. He decides to visit Kay. Part 2B, past. Finally, Manuel decides to visit Kay. Did Manuel decide to visit Kay? Yes, Manuel decided to visit Kay. Who decided to visit Kay? Manuel. Manuel decided to visit Kay. Does Manuel decide to visit Jorge? No. I didn't to visit Jorge. Manuel decided to visit Kay. What did Manuel decided to do? To visit Kay. Manuel decided to visit Kay. He decided to talk to Kay? No, doesn't to talk to Kay. Manuel decided to visit Kay. Part 3A, present. Manuel traveled to Miami by plane. Does Manuel travel to Miami by train? No, Manuel is traveling to Miami by plane. No, Manuel doesn't travel to Miami by train. He's traveling by plane. How is Manuel traveling to Miami? By plane. Manuel traveling to Miami by plane. Does Manuel traveling to Miami by plane or by boat? By plane. Manuel traveling to Miami by plane. He doesn't travel by boat. Where is Manuel traveling to? By plane. Manuel traveling to Miami by plane. To Miami. We're traveling to Miami by plane. Part 3B. Pass. Manuel traveling to Miami by plane. Did Manuel travel to Miami by train? No, I didn't travel to Miami by train. I traveled to Miami by plane. He'll travel by plane. How is to Miami travel to by plane? Manuel traveled to Miami by plane. Did travel to Miami? Manuel traveled to Miami by plane or boat? Manuel traveled to Miami by plane. Where did Manuel travel to? To Miami. Manuel traveled to Miami. Part 4A. Present. At the airport, Kate waits for Manuel. This case waits for Kate for Manuel at the airport. Yes. Case for Kate at the airport. Where does Kate wait for Manuel? At the airport. Kate waits for Manuel at the airport. Does Manuel Kate at the airport? No. Manuel doesn't Kate at the airport. Kate waits for Manuel at the airport. Who waits for Manuel at the airport? Kate waits for Manuel at the airport. Where's the Kate for Manuel at the airport? Yes, exactly. Kate waits for Manuel at the airport. Part 4B. Pass. At the airport, Kate waits for Manuel. Did Kate wait for Manuel? Did wait Kate for Jorge at the airport? No, Jorge. Kate wait for Manuel. Where Jorge waiting Manuel? At the airport. Kate wait for Manuel at the airport. Do Manuel wait with Kate at the airport? No, I didn't. Manuel Kate at the airport. Kate waited a Manuel at the airport. Who waited Manuel at the airport? Kate wait for Manuel at the airport. Did Kate waited for Manuel at the airport? Yes, exactly. Kate wait for Manuel at the airport. Kate wait for Manuel at the airport. Part 5. Finally, I decided to visit Kay. He lives in Miami. I had to go to Miami. I want to see to Kay, my friend. I want to go to Miami by plane. Life can do wonderful. Only 2 days are left. Personal question. Who do you visit a lot? Your cousin, your parents, or your uncle? I visit a lot my parents.